Hello everyone, you're about to watch an epic game that T90Official played on the Redbull ladder, and I'll be casting for a change. And there's a couple things I want to note before we hop in, because it's a little bit, different. So on the Redbull ladder, if the timer hits an hour and 15 minutes, then the player with the higher score wins the game. The game ends at that point. And the players start in feudal age because it's a game mode called Empire Wars. So they start in feudal age with 28 villagers. So we start a little bit further ahead. And then the last thing to note that on that map, there's a monument up top. And whoever controls that monument has an extra 25 pop. All this information will be important for the game, just so make it clear for everyone. With all that said, I hope you guys enjoy the video and watch it to the end because it's absolutely epic. Peace. I don't know how long this is but I'd rather watch Hera play. Like I said, I can't play at the moment. I can only cast. So T90 in red and running in blue. We're gonna fast forward to live. They played 5 minutes. Oh yeah, it's a fresh game. Okay, I'm happy I went for this one. It's fresh. So welcome guys, 4 minutes in. This is a step below in terms of skill level from Hart and Lucho, but these guys are still really strong players. So T90, you guys know him. You guys probably know him as a caster, but he's actually a really strong player as well. He's 2500 elo, which basically puts him at like top 100 minimum of the ladder. And he's playing some Redbull as well, playing some of the Redbull ladder, and he's doing quite well. He's up against Running, which is basically the #2 strongest German player, maybe #3. Strongest in Germany, so very strong player. And let's see how they both perform. It's going to be Malians for T90. He's going to go for the second range. So even though, like I said, T90 is maybe not, Lucho, but he's still doing the right thing. He's going for the 2 ranges, going for the fast uptime. He's still playing the same strats as the pros. And of course, on the other side, Running, playing a little bit weird, just full walling with Palisade. He has a very open map, not a single woodland on the front. Damn, this map sucks for Running. Holy. And he's just walling up with the Spanish, and he's probably going to play towards some skirmishers. Try to hold this archer pressure. He tried to go for some scouts, but didn't really find that much damage, it seems. KD is 0-0 in terms of villagers. Can I do a T90 impression? I'm horrible on impressions, guys. I'm absolutely terrible, so I don't think I do it justice. I'm so sorry. I feel like if I did a T90 impression, I'd end up just sounding like Dave or something. Can we look for T90 farms? So far, it's okay. You can maybe criticize this one and this one, but so far, it's not been too bad. Now, at least roast him. If he makes a bad play, I'll roast him like I roast everybody, but I can't just roast him preemptively because it's T90. Gotta give the guy a chance. He's gonna go for stable. To be fair, he's playing quite well so far. He's doing the right strategies. I actually think T90 is winning at the moment. He's going to have a faster castle. 2-range cross was perfect. He's going to go crossbow bodkin. I think he shouldn't be as scared, though. Going to go for double bit axe now. Don't be shy. Crossbow bodkin. He's focusing on walling his base first. I don't know why he's going back here. Okay, this is maybe the first mistake of the game. I don't know why we wouldn't go crossbow bodkin here and just take advantage of our early uptime. I think he's switching up his game plan. Oh, he just switched up his game plan. See, this is where Lucho would never do this. Lucho would always go crossbow bodkin and he'd just make a siege shop. But T90 is just scared of the skirms, so he's going to instead go for the town centers. It's not a bad approach. It's not a bad approach at all. I kind of did this earlier today as well. You kind of bait the skirms, and then you back up and you boom. The only thing I don't like about it is that he sold the stone and then bought it back, which is inefficient. So, if you're planning to do this, I just wouldn't sell the stone. Plan my ulted accounts? I can't plan my ult account. They only let you play with 1 account on the ladder. Guys, I know a lot of you guys want to see me play, but truly the only thing I can do here is cast, so I'll just do the best I can at that, and hopefully it's good enough. Skirmishes on the field from Running, so T90 actually reads the game correctly, which is honestly quite impressive from T90. It's not too bad. 3 TCs, and he's going to go for +1 on the knights. That's a mistake, though. I think he's not going to be able to afford very many knights. I mean, it's not really a mistake, but it's going to let his opponent get away with cav archers. Much better than the knights would be a defensive workshop here, in my opinion. A defensive workshop would be fantastic for T90. The knights I'm not really too excited about. I think it's going to burn his food. kind of disrupt his boom a little bit. That being said, it is nice to have it is nice to have a couple knights on the field, and it might slow running down, so it's not too bad. Running is looking like he's gonna go for an all-in. He sold the stone. He's going for the cav archer follow-up, sending the skirms forward. T90 needs a siege workshop. He's getting heavy plow. This is extremely greedy. Oh, I think T90 might be doing too much. I think you already have an advantage. I think you need the siege workshop. If he gets too greedy, he could end up losing to this all-in that running is preparing. The knights are buying some time though, so they're not too bad. But then again, yeah, you just give so much value to the cav archers now. The cav archers would just chop down the knights, and yeah, I mean, it's okay. It's okay. I wouldn't really go for the knights in this position. I'd much rather the siege workshop. But as long as he doesn't get, yeah, as long as he doesn't get too caught up in going mass knights, he'll be fine. Now he's switching into skirmishers. Not a bad choice. Skirmishers can counter running skirmishers. You just need more of them. That's how it works. T90's got no army on the field at the moment. Well, not no army, but, you know, most of the army is hidden. And these few archers are looping around. I could see a world where T90 counterattacks with these archers and sits on this gold and does massive damage. I could see that world. T90's got a good amount of farms. Outpost the back. Oh, that's a strange outpost, no? And the cav archers could run in for running. Running does not seem like the kind of guy that wants to run in, though. He likes to play it safe, I think. Now we see a university for T90. So he wants to go elite skirm and ballistics. It's not bad, but he needs more time. I like that he's house walled, though. The house walls are very good, by the way. Because now, look at what running's going to do. He's going to waste so much time. He's going to walk here, and it's going to be nothing to do. It's just to walk back. And I know it doesn't look like much, but that like 20, 30 seconds of going to the top, wasted because of those house walls. I need to learn from that, by the way. I don't house wall nearly enough, and a lot of the other players are doing it, so I think it's something I'm going to keep in mind. T90 brings out the skirms. Where are they? He put them in the town center. No. Where did he go with the skirms? He moved out with the skirms? T90 got nothing at home. T90's just moving out with everything. And running just runs in, obviously, because now T90's just nowhere to be seen. T90 needs to respect his opponents a bit more here. The counterattacks are nice, but your opponent has a lot of army. He's 1 TCing you. I mean, okay, running. Now it's your turn to show some respect, potentially. That is a fully garrisoned town center with Bodkin arrow, so I don't know if I'd want to sit under that one for too long. And the skirmers counterattack has hit. This is actually annoying, though, for running to deal with. One knight can potentially clear these skirms. And T90's microing the skirms. Oh, it's not even a bad counterattack. Hold on. It was risky, but it's not bad now that it's landed. T90's up 10 villas, but his villagers are completely idle. This town has been run through, guys. And T90 expands to the bottom side. Yo, we got a game in our hands. We got a freaking game. I will say, though, I think T90 took too much damage there. All the farms are idle. And now I question if he's ever going to be able to clear up those cav archers. Maybe you just got to go back with the skirms. Yeah. Took a lot of damage. It's a freaking bloodbath, though. Where are the archers? T90 goes for a middle-of-the-map castle. Damn, nothing at home. I didn't take T90 for this aggressive of a player, but he's going to go for a middle-of-the-map castle. That's good for late game. Doesn't necessarily help him right now. I mean, it does give him safe gold access, which is good. Running goes straight towards it. Wait, what? Does Running know about this? Okay, yeah, he's not running towards it. It looked like for a second he was just beelining straight towards it. But no, that castle will go up. T90's villagers are homeless at the moment, though. It's not a pretty sight. Behind this, Running has 2 town centers. He's controlling the role at Albert Hall for now. Although that's not that important. But yeah, you can see why the lack of the defensive siege workshop is a big deal now. Just a few scorpions would have made that impossible. So that's something that T90 can learn from next time. He's in a similar position. Because I really don't mind the counterattacks. I actually like them. But you have to defend a little bit more at home. Or else you just take too much damage. I want to explain something, but maybe remind me near the end of the game. Yeah, remind me to explain something at the end of the game. I think it could be interesting for you guys to listen to. But it needs a couple minutes, so I won't do it now. The outpost ended up helping, eh? T90's got a really good vision behind his base. Knights are running in, but these are not that big of a threat because Ballistics is in for T90 and he's got, you know, town center skirms and everything. So should be fine. The Royal Hall gives 25 extra population to the person who currently controls it. So running has 25 extra population. So in the early game, that's essentially 5 houses. In the late game, that's, you know, going to let you go to 225 pop, which is a massive advantage. Blue has yet to see the castle. No, that's a lie. He does know about it. T90 will have safe gold. T90 still has the score lead. He's up 15 villagers. It's really not too bad. He's going to mix in some Gebettos. So I know we got raided and whatnot, but I think he still has the lead. I think he still has the advantage. Running is planning a castle himself, potentially. A few Gebettos on the fields. T90's going to have to run away from that one. He's going to go for Guard Tower. Guard Tower is interesting. I don't mind Guard Tower. I think it's good against Cav Archers, but the issue is, if running comes for a forward castle, that Guard Tower is not going to do a whole lot. The forward castle will clear those pretty easily. But for the moment, it's good enough. Gebetto Skirm mix. I think that's a good choice. Gebettos are incredibly strong. And yeah, this is what I was fearing. This is what I was fearing for T90. The forward castle's coming. The guard tower is not going to help him. In fact, now he wishes he didn't have the guard tower so he can make a defensive castle. Oh my goodness. Running wants to make the castle inside T90's houses. My goodness. He's not going to be able to get that one done, of course. But maybe over here, yep. He's going to go for it on the right side. That's going to be really good, though. T90's going to go for a defensive castle. Not bad, but that defensive castle won't stop running from getting this castle and taking the stone. So that defensive castle only stops, you know, further pushes. Skirms are diving deep, but looks like running's got enough to deal with this. T90 does have the 20 vil lead, though. And he is about to click up to Imperial Age. So you know what? I still prefer T90's position here. He just has to play some tight defense for the next few minutes, and I think he's in the lead. He'll lose a couple vils, no big deal. And he's up to Imp. With a good economy and a good grip of the map. But this is the hard part. T90 goes for the workshop now. This is the hard part. Alright, a ram coming up. I don't think T90 needs to go for the ram, but I also don't think it hurts to get one out. Put some pressure on the castle. He's going to be imp in a second, so he can just go for trebs. Running is not going for any petards or anything like that. Nothing crazy. There's a world where running prepares rams and goes for this castle, but that's a bit ambitious. Running's now developing a very big economy. T90's economy is good, but he's a little tight on space. It's not like the cleanest thing he's ever had. He's going to get wheelbarrow now, which is good. But T90's a little uncomfortable for sure in his base. The guard towers are going to help against the cav archer raids, though. Getting some value, no doubt. And there's ballistics on these bad boys, so they're gonna chase the CA away. But damn, CA are tanky as hell. Yeah, so that ram is okay. It's not a bad ram, but it's not going to do that much. Like, it's just going to get cleared up. I would argue that just wait for trebs. That's probably good enough. It's not worth wasting on the rams. Murder Hole's coming in. Imperial Age in 20 seconds. Murder Holes is crazy. I don't think it's a bad idea. It's going to help a lot in the Treb War. And by Treb War, I mean it's just T90 that will have Trebs. And running only has the chance to dive the trebs, but with murder holes in, it's a lot harder to go for a dive. Another another town center from T90 on the bottom to try to expand into this golden stone. He is playing as the Malian, so he loves gold. Gold is really good for him right now. Alright, running clicks to Imp, but as we saw from the last game, a 3-minute advantage or even a 2-minute advantage in Imp is a big deal. Trebuchet coming out right away. He still has the 2 Rams. And what's the unit of choice for T90? He's dropping ranges. I think the best thing he can go for is just some like Cavalier or something, maybe. It's just tricky. He's up against CA. Malians, of course, don't get bracers, so you could go skirms. It's okay. But no bracer skirms, not the most interesting. Knights come out. Yeah, the Rams were just a mistake. I don't like the Rams idea. I don't think that did enough. I didn't like it back then. I certainly don't like it now. Treb is much better, much more reliable. Get a second Treb and then you're good to go. Gonna be skirmishers for T90 right now. I don't mind that. Again, it's a decent opening, but maybe just opening on some gold unit like heavy camel could be a bit better. Because if you have all the gold down bottom, it doesn't make sense to not play gold units. Because then like you don't need to conserve your gold. I think heavy camo would be really good for T90 in this position. But I also don't mind him opening skirms. The issue with skirms, though, is that they die to the knights, and they're a little bit too fragile for my taste. Another castle, it's going to help control more gold, and yeah, it's a gold domination back here. It's a golden kingdom. And T90 is transitioning to stables. So yeah, it's going to be skirm camel. Guaranteed at this point. He needs a few minutes to really get it going. This castle's good. I love castles in important areas. I think it's just so hard to play against. I like what running's doing up here, by the way. Just going up here, taking the relics. It's got the Royal Albert Hall. For those who don't know, this gives him an extra 25 population. So he can, in theory, get to 225 in super late game. It's going to be Bracer Chemistry, so he wants to go Cav Archers. And a lot of farms, which tells me it's going to be a Hussar transition after it. And it could also be a Halb transition, but a lot of farms tells me it's going to be Hussar. Wait, what? T90 wants to go for armor on infantry. He wants Gebettos? I feel like Camel's such an obvious choice here. I would hate to see anything but Camel. Why not Conks for running? Well, he doesn't really have a castle at the moment, so making Conks is going to be tricky. But also, he's already on Cav Archers. He doesn't really need to go Conks. Guys, what do you feel about the Gebetto play here? Do you guys like it? I don't think it's bad. I think it's okay. But I just feel like Camel's way too good to pass up on at the moment. It has style. It is cool. I do like the Gebetto. It is cool. I played a famous game once where I mean, it's not famous, but it is on YouTube, I think. Where I made like 20 Gebettos and I just ran around sniping town centers. They're very good at that. It's quite satisfying. But at fighting Cav Archers, they're not the best. Yeah, T90 sends a couple skirms up top. Just to try to contest the Royal Albert Hall. I like that. It's not gonna work, but I like the idea. I think it's good. So Skirm Gebetto is gonna be the combo. Let's see how well it does. I haven't really seen this combo in action too much, so it has potential that maybe I'm undervaluing at the moment. But we do see the heavy camel behind this, so maybe perhaps the Gebetto are just gonna buy some time. It's not meant to be the main strategy. He just needs it to buy some time. In that case, I would like to see him get the attack upgrades, because those also work for the heavy camel. Oh, the Gebettos are very good. Wow. Okay. Now we see another town center. T90's playing pretty well. He's at 140 village. He's got a lot of gold. Running is kind of in trouble here. Let's see how the Gebettos perform. Against single units, they're really good. But against mass units, they potentially tend to struggle a bit more. So far, so good, though. Yeah, so far so good. He's playing well with them. Stone walls coming down. I like these walls from running, by the way. I was talking about this earlier. If you're gonna take the top, I think you have to take it properly. This is not walled, but you have to finish walling this, stone wall it up. Because yeah, now T90 just gonna send some units up here and contest the Royal Albert Hall, which is just gonna ruin your game. You need the extra 25 pop consistently. Camels on the field, though. Finally, we went for the camels. I think it's a good choice, but they're kind of low on upgrades. T90 takes the first fight he sees. I don't think that's a good one. T90, don't throw this one, buddy. You're not winning by that much. T90 takes a really bad fight there. Oh. Oh, that was not it. That was not it. He was missing upgrades. I think he just needs to take his time. That was a bit of a throw. He was doing too much at the same time, I think. He got overwhelmed. Bloodlines and armor coming in. I think T90 is still in a good position. He just has to wait. He has the gold. He has the trebs. Just wait and pick your battle. He doesn't need to fight every fight here. He just needs to pick one good fight. And then Running's the guy who's out of gold already. Camel armor is in. He needs forging and iron casting for the fully upgraded camels. Of course, Farimba would be a dream. Very expensive upgrade, though. Hard to pick up. Some camels are raiding, which is nice. And in response, Running picks up Supremacy, which is going to make his vills even tankier. And these guys could be an army once Supremacy comes in. And speaking of Supremacy, I can't help myself, but you guys should pick up these Supremacy-based mouse pads that me and my brother worked on. They're in my merch store, !merch, and in YouTube chat, there's a link to my merch store in the description. You guys should check that out. My brother hand did a Supremacy-based Redbull villager design for a mouse pad. You guys should check it out on the merch store and pick it up yourselves. I already picked up 2 of mine, so I'll be rocking that very soon. Sorry, just a quick little advertisement for the mouse pads. I have to let people know about them in case you need a mouse pad, in case you need one. I think they're pretty cool. T90 picks up a castle, and now he's kind of got his shit together. I like this. He's more organized. But now Running has the extra pop. The extra pop is good. This is a very interesting game for me because I want to see if the extra pop is good enough to beat the basically infinite gold down here. Yeah, the camels are a very good choice, by the way. They're tearing shit up. Running has to defend. T90 is ruthless. He goes for forward castle. He's got the trebs. Don't rush it, T90. Take your time. You have the gold. I don't think he needs to rush it as much as he's rushing it right now. Maybe it's okay. Oh, I can't watch. I can't watch. I can't watch. This is so tight. It should be fine. He's got more camels coming in. It's okay. He does clear. The camels are incredibly good against the Hussar. He's got a good flow of the camels. It should be fine. But T90, you're killing me out here, man, with these risky plays. T90's taking risk after risk, by the way, this game. He's just... I didn't take him for such a risky player, you know? But he's gonna get the castle up. It's a great castle. It's a really good castle. And he's got a good flow of camels now. Running is out of gold. Completely out of gold. He's gonna lose the castle. The extra 25 pop is there, but he can't quite get to 225 pop because T90's pace is just crazy. T90's about to get this win, guys. He's doing really well now. That castle kind of seals Running's fate away from this area. Running has to run to the top, which, like I said, it's nice and safe, which is good. It is, walled off. He does have the 5 relics, so, like, in theory, super late game, Running should win, in theory. But for the next 30 minutes, it's all T90. And remember, there is the timer. At 1 hour and 15 minutes, the game ends, and whoever's the highest score wins. Yeah, Running is running away. I know what you guys are doing in the chat. Running is running away. Farimba's in, so T90 has fully upgraded camels. And he's now teching into Cavalier. I don't really know if you need Cavalier here. I don't understand the Cavalier. I feel like the camels are doing so well. I think what T90 needs now is just an anti-Halb unit, if anything. If anything, you go for an anti-Halb unit. Camels back here are raiding. Supremacy vills, though, are quite strong, so like you don't really want to mess with those guys. T90 is just donating units. Listen, I know it looks sloppy, but there is a method to the madness. By running units in here, he's buying himself a lot of time. And he kind of has the luxury of quote-unquote wasting units. It's not so much a waste as it is a pressure tactic. It's really not so bad. I've been critical of other moves of T90, but the sending gold units in is not bad in this specific scenario. But oh my goodness, we have another risk from T90. Go figure. A forward castle here. There's so much army on the field for running, though. It's really tough to go for something like this. I just don't know if running has the answer. Sorry, if T90's got the answer to the Cav Archers. The Cav Archers are giving him a lot of trouble. Spanish do get thumb rings, so the Cav Archers are fully upgraded, minus Parthian tactics. Yeah, T90 thinks twice about that castle. He needs to just chill. He needs to just chill for a bit. I think he's getting, like... He's not finding the right answer to it, but... The correct answer here is just diving with 40 cavalier or camels at the same time. You go in with 40 at once, and then you go for the forward castle. That's the way to do it. You can take your time. You don't have to continue fighting. He's got a couple minutes to do this. Running's the guy that's on the timer in the next few minutes. But yeah, Running's at 225 pop. Guys, I'm telling you, the Royal Albert Hall is really good. 225 pop is insane. He's going to go for Halberdier now. I think Running might actually pull this back. T90 kind of lost his timing window. And there's so many CA on the field. There's 37 of them. How do you win this? How do you win this if you're T90? I don't think the light cav raids are the way to play against this. I think you need to win one shot and snowball from there. I don't think raiding against the guy with 225 pop is going to do a lot. Because now Running is at 160 vils. Similar with T90, but he's got an extra 25 army. And Running has enough gold units on the field still that, like... I don't think it matters that you have a lot of gold if you're T90's position right now. Okay, the raids are nice. The raids are nice. Baiting these guys into the castle is nice. These are very precious gold units. Running, losing this is actually a big deal. Still 30 odd Cav Archers on the field, and T90 needs to make a play for the top. Oh, that's a good play. That's a really good play. He's gonna go for the top. If you can get the Royal Albert Hall, Running will be very badly housed. He won't be able to make a unit. That's a good play. Running got way too confident about this top side. No defense, no castle, nothing. T90 swoops in, but you have to clear the units around it in order to get access to it. So he's got to start with, with a raid. Try to gain control of this slowly. Running will react by going up top. We now see Elite Gebetto. And meanwhile, T90 is launching a push on the right side. T90 is playing both sides. He's playing both sides. Castle on the left for T90 wants to play it safe. The raids have been good. Running is running all around the map right now, just catching raids. And T90 snipes the castle. Yo, this is a good game, man. This is a really good game. I'm not sure what the Elite Gebetto achieves here, though. I guess it's good against the Halbs. You know what? It's good against the Halbs. I don't mind that. Elite Gebetto light cav. That's a decent composition. 160 vils, though. Potentially too much for T90, right? He's not the guy with the extra pop, so maybe he needs to be at like 140 vils only to get more military on the field. I can't believe I just jumped into a random banger, by the way. I casted, I was like, okay, T90, I saw the name, might as well give it a shot, but we end up having an absolute treat of a game. So much army for Running. He's got 95 army on the field. Look at this shit. It's just so much army. I really think T90 will have a tough time fighting this. Because, remember, players aren't used to fighting against the guy that has an extra 25 pop. Oh my goodness, the gate opened and T90 says thank you, run straight in. That's pretty funny. Just go straight in. And yeah, more raids. I mean, that's the name of the game. That's pretty good. Again, I don't know if raiding enough is is the way to go, but technically, T90 does not need to win this game. Technically, he just needs to have the score lead in 25 minutes. Remember that timer. So, if T90 says, listen, I can't win, all he has to do is just get a lot of score. And you do that by getting a lot of buildings, getting a lot of technologies, killing enemy buildings, killing enemy units, all the good stuff. You could play the score on this one. And running's getting fortified wall. Meanwhile, we're going to see champions for T90. Okay, I can get behind champions. He's also going for war galley for some galleons maybe on the water. Maybe some heavy demos. Are these guys paid to keep the gate open? Because I'm starting to be suspicious. There's a little bit of a spy situation. These trades are not good though. Really not good.
This is what I mean by having to giggle on the map in late game. Hit one side, then hit the other.
And this is what I mean by having a giggle on the map in late game, hit one side, then the other. Giggle, that's a good way to say it. Fair enough. But yeah, absolutely. I think just hitting one side, kind of baiting army to go defend, and then hitting the other side quickly. It's a very strong tactic. It's tough to play against. Thank you, Anonymous, for the $5. I agree with you. It's very difficult to play against that. Demo's now coming up. Heavy demo for T90. He has 5,000 gold. My goodness. And he still has so much gold to take. Holy. This is like a Malian's dream over here. I think champions could be good. You have to win with gold units. I'm not a fan of the light cav, because the light cav is not really like the game plan. And he's taking horrendous trades against those halbs. The score is not looking good if you take trades like that. You need to take positive trades. Oh, jiggle. I can't spell. Okay, jiggle. Yes. Makes sense. Yeah, giggle. I was like, that's an interesting way to put it. Yeah, jiggle. I like it. It's a better word for sure. Jonah, thank you so much, bro. But yeah, that's definitely the plan. Hit one side, hit the other. Keep your opponent guessing. This... Dude, just delete the gate. It's always open. Every time I look at this gate, it's open. Thank God. He moved out of the way. Yeah, no more light cav. No more light cav. I think 6,000 gold is more than enough. We can spend some of that. T90 can't lose on score. He's got to be careful. Sending in a bunch of light cav to their doom is not a good strategy when you're considering score. Sniping cannons is good, though. Oh, that's very good. Oh, that is very, very good. T90 snipes 2 cannons. Could go for a third. It's a bit difficult, though. This has to back out and doesn't end up doing a whole lot in the end. But the 2 cannons are nice. Running, on the other hand, snipes a treb, potentially. He's going to get 1 treb. He's going to go for the second. I will say, though, the losses for T90 here, the 2 trebs, doesn't matter. He's got 6,000 gold. He couldn't care less. I have high hopes for the champion transition, though. I really do. So running will have 225 pop because of this building right here that he's got control of. So he's got more units. But take a look at his gold. He's got only 200 in the bank, barely. Does have the relics, of course, so it is somewhat okay. But T90 with 6,000 gold. A big champion transition coming. I think this could be somewhat decent here. It's hard to fight so many units, but I think with the champions, you have a chance. Remember, these are Malian champions. You get extra pierce armor. So they're actually at 1+7 pierce armor, which is a lot. It's 3 more than a regular champion. Or I guess 2 more if you factor in Gambesons. Champions go in. The halbs are there, though. There's so many units. Like, how do you even engage this army? T90's going to start with some raids. Raids first, and then he's going to go for the engagement on the front. We don't have enough champions. I think we have too many villagers. 150 villagers. The best thing that can happen to T90 is him losing like 20 vills. That's literally the best thing that can happen to him. Just delete 20 vills and go for big champion play through the front. I think that's the way to go. But running is getting big time rated here. Running is getting big time rated at the back. He's now down to 100 villagers only. T90 snipes a cannon. Yo, T90's playing a good macro game. He's playing a freaking good macro game here. Ooh, get the cannon. The champions are super tanky. He's gonna snipe 1 cannon. The score is looking better and better for T90. Yeah, like, look, when he stops sending light cabin, he gets better score because the score is all about the KD. How many units you killed. It doesn't care if you lost a gold unit or a food unit. It only counts the total amount of resources lost. So losing light cav is usually okay if you're sniping siege, but it's not good for the score. So now he's gonna raid with the champions. He's gonna bait the army this way, and he's gonna go for the cannons. Actually, really smart maneuvers here. I like this. I like what I'm seeing. It's very good. I just want to see more of it. Less vills, more champions. T90 tries to make a play for the top. He wants outposts. He wants vision. How many kills on that castle? This castle has 53 kills. 53 kills for that castle. No wonder T90 is repairing it like crazy. This is a good castle right here. And running is kind of just running his head against it. You know, no pun intended, but he doesn't really know what to do besides just hitting the castle. T90 could virtually repair infinitely here. He's got so much gold and a good amount of stone that, like, repairing is not that expensive. And T90 is going to clear those CA ever so slowly with a couple cannons. You know what? I think camel raids up top would be killer. Camel light cav up top with a few Gebettos. T90, do it. 10 Gebettos, 10 camels, and you kill everything up top. Oh, big dive on the bottom. Running needs urgency. He's got 15 minutes to get the score lead. He needs urgency. He's going to kill the castle. The castle goes down with 63 kills. 64? Yeah, final count 64 kills on that castle. He goes down to hero. Salutes in the chat for the castle. 2,000 score. It's neck and neck. There's 15 minutes. But T90 finally, yes, T90 lost 20 vills. I'm telling you, that needed to happen. Finally, we're going to have more champions on the field. This is really good. And look at the champions. In number, they go crazy. Oh my goodness, that's what T90 needed this whole time. Finally, he takes a huge fight there on the bottom. And now he's starting to chop down some of these gold units. Bro, that's literally all T90 had to do. Delete 20 vills, and he's going crazy. Because you can just buy food. He's buying stone. You can just buy food if you need it, you know? He is tight on food, but 5,000 gold in the bank. You know, you can sponsor some of that. Running stabilizes. And meanwhile, they're fighting up here. Yes, Gebetto light cav. That's what I'm talking about. Some guard towers up top. I think contesting the Albert Hall is smart. I think that's a good move. Don't let your opponent get comfortable with that guy. But not light cav. It has to be camels. Or like cavalier. Just gold units. T90 does not need to conserve gold. You got 13 minutes. It's like you're 85 years old. You're dying in 1 year. And you're still saving money. Just spend it, brother. Holiday after holiday. Live lavishly, my friend. Get me some heavy camels, T90. There's 13 minutes left in this game. 12 minutes now. The timer's going down. I want to see a vacation in Bali. I want to see a tour of Italy. Give me something here. Some camels, some cavalier. None of this light cav stuff. I'm not interested. Because he's fighting against more units. Alright, some Gebetto raids back here. That's quite good. Yeah, I think running just got comfortable. T90's macro is incredible, by the way. He's really good at that. He's really good at just fighting in the right spots. 7,000 gold still in the bank. Comment from the chat. When Hera says no light cav, you know it's bad. Exactly. Like, trust me, I love the light cav. Sign me up. Hussar raids, you know, that's my thing, but in this case, we just don't have the time to spend the gold. T90 booms back up to 150 vills. No. Less villagers. But you know what? It's not even that bad because if you can just gather resources, you get score. So it's okay. This is such a tight game. It's 10 minutes. Running has to get 2,000 score in 10 minutes. Oh. That's a good way to get some score. More of that, T90. More of that. I like what I'm seeing here. The demos are good. WTF, this is such a fun game. I'm telling you, competitive Age of Empires is amazing. And this game is delivering. This is so much fun. More demos, please, T90. Oh, no. He's stacking up. Walk this way. Somebody call running. Walk this way. If I were T90, I'm bringing this demo down here. I think you just keep moving. He has to cross somewhere. No. If only he kept moving. Running is pushing in through the center. T90 was maybe distracted. That would have been like the shot of the lifetime. There's 9 minutes, hour 15, and the game ends. Whoever has the highest score wins. I repeat. And this castle's still up here if T90 wants to go for it. It's got 7,000 HP total, only 2,000 on it though. Elite Gebetto are incredibly strong units, so just camping with Gebetto is pretty good. T90's going to tech pikemen. Again, I don't think you need pikemen. Just champions is enough. Oh, no. He's getting techs. He's getting techs for score. He's getting techs for score. He's playing the score game. For those who don't know, if you get technologies, it counts for extra score. It's really good. T90, brother, it's 7 minutes. Just get every tech in the book. Get heresy. Get anything. Spend your gold. You have 5,000. Guys, your money does not go to the grave with you. Just spend it. Please spend your gold. Block printing. He's getting every tech he can afford. And look at this. It's just barren wasteland. He's taken all the res in the game. This has been such an entertaining game. The fact that I still don't know who's going to win. It's 1,500 score. It's 7 minutes. Running still has the extra 25 pop. He's got so much military on the field. There's still a world where running last chance wins the game. There's still a world. He's going to go for siege ram, potentially. And T90 does not delete this castle. I think he just keeps it. I don't know why. Running, killing buildings could be really good. That gives you a lot of score as well. Remember, running has extra wood up top. So if it becomes like a wood game, like T90 is kind of out of wood, by the way. He's completely out of wood. Yeah, just a little bit here and nothing else. Yeah, this one tree. Oh, God. Oh, they're freaking eating it. Yeah, they're freaking eating that tree. 5 minutes. Final 5 minutes. Running dives. Running dives under 2 castles. He's desperate. He needs some kind of positive trade to get some score. He's going to snipe the cannons, potentially. He's going to go for those ones. But this is kind of bad at the same time for running, because he's going to lose a lot of units that will give score to T90. T90 gets heresy. He actually does it. 1,000 gold on heresy. It's going to give him so much score, though. When that finishes, I think it's like 100 score. He actually picks up heresy. The mad lad does it. Wait till that one. Wait till that one kicks in, guys. It's 5 minutes. I think T90's got this in the bag. Let's see the heresy spike. It's in now. Plus 250 score. It went from 26,000 to 26,250. That's a big spike. More than 100. More than I thought. Some raids on the bottom. But the raids don't matter. Let him kill villagers. It's all good. Rams as a last-ditch effort. Running. Bro, the guy's desperate. T90's getting careening. He's getting any tech to boost the score. And it's smart. You just got to do what you got to do here. It's 4 minutes. GG, well played. Cinema. What a freaking good game. Let's get a GG in the chat. That was so entertaining. I absolutely love this map. I was talking about this earlier with my chat as well, and I didn't know what was better. Is it better to take the 25 pop up top and the 5 relics, which running had? Or is it better to take the gold on the bottom? And honestly, I still don't know what's better. I still don't know. Like, both are really good. Because, like, in theory, running is probably in a winning position now. Right? He's probably going to win this game if it goes on. But because there's that time limit, T90 wins on score because he's using gold units. So, it's tough. It's really hard to say what's better, but absolute banger of a game. Really well played by both players. Shout out T90 for the win. And, yeah, man, this is Red Bull Day 4. We'll be doing this until January 18th, and this is really bringing it out of me. I absolutely love. I love competitive ladder games where both players are doing everything to win. That's what I absolutely love. That was really cool. I did want to explain something, though, real quick. I know we're going to go all the way back. When T90 was raiding a lot. Okay, so real quick, when T90 was raiding a lot in the early game, going for counterattacks and whatnot, I want to explain something. So it's actually kind of a mistake to raid, because if you look here, he has a lot of those idle. It's much better for T90 to prioritize defense when you have the 3 TC boom versus the 1 TC. Even though counterattacking is good, but if you do a base trade, like they kind of did, or like you raid him and he raids you, T90 loses more because he's got more to lose. So getting all of these farms disrupted is hurting T90 a lot more than running getting his gold disrupted. So it's just much better for T90 to prioritize defense. I think he made this game a lot harder than it had to be by not prioritizing like an early siege workshop and just a few scorpions. So I think that's definitely something that he should work on. And he should, think about next time he's in a similar position. But in the end, he did enough and he got the win, which is amazing. GG's. Very nice game. Very fun one.